Most men think attraction is about what they do in the moment. But what truly stays with a woman is how she feels when she's completely safe, completely open, and completely connected to you. That emotional imprint is what she remembers long after everything else fades. When a woman feels emotionally safe, her entire guard drops in a way she rarely allows. This isn't something she gives easily because her mind is constantly evaluating risk, intention, and consistency. When she finally feels safe with you, it creates a deep internal calm, like she can finally stop performing and just exist. Her thoughts slow down, her body language softens, and she becomes more expressive without fear of judgment. This safety isn't built through words alone, but through steady behavior, emotional control, and presence. When you hold that space, she associates you with peace, and that feeling becomes addictive because it's rare in her world. There's a powerful emotional shift when she feels chosen, not just desired. Desire can be temporary, but feeling chosen hits something deeper in her psychology. It tells her she's not just an option, but a priority. This creates a sense of emotional security that strengthens her attachment to you. She starts investing more, thinking about you more, and naturally aligning herself with your energy. It's not about saying it directly, but showing it through consistency and focus. When she senses that your attention isn't easily given to everyone, it amplifies her attraction. She begins to feel special in a way that's subtle but deeply impactful. When emotional connection is strong, her vulnerability increases naturally. She begins to reveal parts of herself she normally hides, not because she's trying to impress you, but because she feels understood. This is where real bonding happens. She opens up about her thoughts, her fears, her past experiences, and even the small details that matter to her. This vulnerability is not weakness, it's trust in its purest form. And when you handle it with care instead of judgment, it strengthens her emotional attachment even more. She starts to feel like you get her in a way others don't. Another key feeling is emotional surrender. Not in a controlling way, but in a trusting way. When she feels your stability and direction, she relaxes into her feminine energy. She doesn't feel the need to overthink or control every situation. Instead, she allows herself to experience the moment more fully. This creates a dynamic where she feels supported rather than pressured. Emotional surrender comes from confidence, not force. When you're grounded and certain, it gives her the space to let go of tension and simply be present with you. There's also a deep sense of emotional excitement that builds when she feels mentally stimulated by you. Attraction isn't just physical, it's psychological. When your presence triggers curiosity, unpredictability, and intrigue, it keeps her engaged on a deeper level. She starts thinking about you when you're not around, replaying conversations, and anticipating your next move. This kind of excitement isn't loud or obvious, but it's powerful because it keeps her emotionally invested. It turns ordinary moments into something memorable in her mind. When she feels respected, her attraction grows in a more lasting way. Respect is often underestimated, but it's one of the strongest emotional drivers for women. It shows her that you value her beyond surface-level attraction. This includes how you speak to her, how you listen, and how you handle disagreements. When respect is present, she feels secure enough to be herself without fear of being diminished. This creates a foundation that allows attraction to deepen instead of fade. There's a moment where comfort and desire begin to blend together. Many men create one without the other, but when both exist, it creates a powerful emotional experience. She feels relaxed yet excited at the same time. This balance is rare, which is why it stands out so strongly in her memory. Comfort alone can become boring, and desire alone can feel unstable. But together, they create a dynamic that keeps her emotionally and mentally connected to you. When she feels understood without needing to explain everything, it creates a deep emotional bond. This doesn't mean you read her mind perfectly, but you pay attention to patterns, moods, and subtle cues. When you respond in a way that shows awareness, it makes her feel seen on a deeper level. This kind of understanding builds trust faster than words ever could. She starts to feel like she doesn't have to over-explain herself, which makes her more relaxed and open around you. There's also a strong emotional response when she feels appreciated for who she is, not just what she does. Appreciation goes beyond compliments. It's about recognizing her presence, her energy, and her effort. When she feels genuinely valued, it reinforces her desire to stay connected. She feels like her presence matters, and that emotional validation strengthens her attachment. It's not about constant praise, but meaningful acknowledgement that feels real. Another important feeling is emotional certainty. When she knows where she stands with you, it removes anxiety and overthinking. Uncertainty can create short-term attraction, but long-term connection requires clarity. When you communicate through actions that you're consistent and reliable, it builds a sense of trust that allows her to relax. She stops questioning your intentions and starts focusing on the connection itself. There's a subtle but powerful feeling of emotional pride when she's with a man she respects. She feels good being associated with you, not because of external status, but because of how you carry yourself. Your behavior, your mindset, and your energy all contribute to this. When she feels proud of you, it strengthens her emotional investment and makes her more connected to the relationship. Finally, there's a lasting emotional imprint that stays with her long after the moment passes. When all these feelings come together, safety, excitement, trust, and connection, it creates an experience she doesn't forget. It's not about intensity alone, but about how consistently you make her feel valued and understood. This is what separates temporary attraction from something deeper and more meaningful.